two coffees that I'm going to be using today. I love both of these. The only difference is that this is a cold brew concentrate, so this is a lot stronger than your average cold brew. This one is great for if you add a lot of ice because it's not going to be diluted too much. They're both really good. They're really smooth, surprisingly. Like, I don't drink black coffee, but I could if I wanted to with these. Like, they're not bitter. They're like a really smooth coffee. So just pick any Trader Joe's coffee that you enjoy and let's get started. Now, the amount of cold brew or the amount of coffee that you use in each cup depends on, your size, how strong you like it, what color you're going for. I use around that much for this size cup. I would say this is like a small. I normally drink my coffee out of a mason jar, but for today, I wanted to be fancy and use glasses. Now, you can use any flavoring you want. I love vanilla. This is my favorite vanilla at the moment. This is from the Dominican Republic. This is the Deli Fruit Vanilla. It's commonly used in, Dominican birthday cakes, if you're familiar with that flavor. But here I am adding about a capful just into the drink. Whatever milk you like, you can add. But for this recipe, it's an oat milk latte, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Trader Joe's oat milk. This oat milk is really, really good. I've never been one to have, or to try milk alternatives, but I really like this one because it reminds me of fresca avena, if you guys are familiar with that recipe, but I really love this. So I'm going to go ahead and add That looks so delicious. Now, if you want to add more coffee, you can go ahead and do that. This is just the color that I usually go for because I don't, I like light and sweet iced coffees, but, whatever works for you. Now, if you want, you can add your sweetener. For this recipe, I'm just going to be using white sugar. And I'll use about a spoon because I'm trying to get off of using so much sugar, but I'll add about a spoonful of sugar. And mix. This is the first recipe. This is my vanilla oat latte. It's super, super good, super creamy with the oat milk. Okay, to start off the iced mocha delight, we're gonna use the cold brew coffee. So this is called an iced mocha delight. So as implied by the name, I'm not supposed to drink this every day because it is very sweet and very fattening, but this tastes exactly like the Dunkin' Donuts iced mocha if you guys are familiar with that, because I love it. I'm gonna use half and half. If you have, a dairy allergy, or if you just prefer a dairy alternative, you could go ahead and use macadamia nut milk. I know it's very creamy. Or oat milk, whatever you prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of this half and half. Now I'm going to add the chocolate. This is the Hershey's syrup. You can add whatever chocolate you want. If you want to add protein powder, you could go ahead and do that. If you want to add cocoa powder, if you want to add, whatever type of chocolate or mocha you want to add, you could do that. I'm going to add like that. And I'm gonna go, if you want to be fancy, you could go around the glass and make it super pretty. And now we stir. Now I'm gonna add my Hershey's milk chocolate whipped cream. I know this is a lot of chocolate, but it's not a daily occurrence for me. Now that is my iced mocha delight. Now on to the next recipe. Now I'm going to add the cold brew coffee. Now the secret to the vanilla almond swirl is one, using a really good vanilla. I definitely recommend this one by Deli Fruit. If you could find it here in the US, I definitely recommend. I also love Mexican vanilla. It's super, super flavorful. That's my top two vanillas right there. So I just add about half of a cup. Sorry, that's really ratchet measuring, but this is real. This is what I do every day. Now I'm going to add, this is my all-time favorite coconut creamer. This is my Trader Joe's coconut and almond creamer. This is the vanilla flavor, so I just shake it and I add to the top. You can even this out with, you know, half milk and then half of your creamer, but this tastes so delicious because the hint of coconut is just so yummy. This tastes just like an Almond Joy bar without the chocolate. It's so good. And since this is a creamer, you know, you don't need to add any other sweeteners. And just as a little life hack, if you want it to taste just like an Almond Joy bar, which is like one of my favorite candies, you could add the tiniest bit of Hershey syrup or whatever chocolate you're using, the tiniest bit, and it will taste just like an Almond Joy bar. It's so delicious. I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit, like that's it, because you don't want it to be too overpowering, but literally the tiniest bit, and it will change your life. If you love an Almond Joy bar, you will love this. One of my favorites. Okay, my last recipe for you guys is my iced brown sugar spice. Now, this is definitely fall vibes all the way. If you like pumpkin spice lattes and those just like bold fall flavors, you're going to love this. I use my pumpkin spice seasoning, you know, it's meant for Now I'm going to add my cold brew. I'm using my cold brew this time because I just love this. Like, I really go back and forth. It really just depends on how much, on what I have on hand, but I love both of these, so I'm just going to add a little bit. Now I'm going to add my milk. I love oat milk. It just reminds me of my childhood. With my childhood favorite drink was fresca avena, so I just love this. But whatever milk you want to go in with. About that much. Now I'm going to add brown sugar. I love brown sugar. It's just like a special treat because I normally just have white sugar in the house. Okay, and you're gonna see like a little bit of the seasoning mix at the top, but that's because I don't have like one of those like electric mixers, but it tastes so good. You could add more sweetener if you want, or you could add less or no sweetener. Just customize it to, you know, your liking, but using this is just like a hack because usually like when it's not fall, the pumpkin seasoning or the pumpkin spice is usually towards the back of the cabinet, and it's just such an easy way to utilize things that you already have in your cabinet for these iced coffee recipes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are 4 super easy, super delicious recipes that you could make using the Trader Joe's cold brew and the cold brew concentrate. I hope you guys test out these recipes and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys enjoyed. If you want to keep seeing more Trader Joe's videos, make sure to comment down below, subscribe, like, and come back every week to my channel because I post weekly. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!